Hello again, and welcome to Silver's Like Gold. All right, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, from wherever you're at in this third dimension, on this third rock from the sun, whatever time dimension you're in, whatever time you're actually watching this video. I want to thank you for tuning in. I want to thank my new subscribers. Thank any old subscribers that hung in there. This is a little tiny channel. Just got a little boost from a local channel. Went up a little bit, coming back down, but trying to get to 100, trying to get maybe 1,000. I just want to reach more people, because if you watch this video and this information applies to you or it's good, share it to any platform. Give it a like. Smash that like button. And please leave me a comment. I'm going to maybe make a mention in here where you might even want to leave me a comment on this video. So this video is going to be about, it's always a struggle. We make a lot of different reasons why we can't do things. Maybe it's not always an excuse. It's maybe access to information that we don't have. And so I'm going to try to put some information that would pertain to, I believe, a good amount of the population that wants to get out of the current system because they see what's happening around them, and their instincts, like a bird doesn't need to be told fly south for the winter. A chipmunk has a brain near the size of a pea, and nobody needs to tell that animal to collect nuts or anything to put up stores. We should have instincts that are telling us. So I've always kind of personally had that instinct. I might say you in this video. I'm not directing it at you unless it does apply or you want it to apply to you. I've gone back and watched some of my videos, and I sound like a drill instructor. I am a U.S. veteran and Army, and I almost sound like I'm scolding somebody, so I'm not trying to scold you. A lot of the times if I say third tense, third person you, that's what I'm actually applying to. Is third tense is when I say you, like the world you. You're doing this, so it's not, unless you take it to heart or something, it applies to you. Please, I want to share my information. I know people that I've got my information have made mistakes and then had success, and then I didn't have to make their same mistakes. So I try to thrive on that kind of information. There's a lot of things that are going down, but this is a good time to be lifted up too. So there's a lot of people making that change. It's scary, but it's good, okay? I had change in my life where I'd planned to kind of get away from the things I saw happening in society and wanted to start my own off-grid self-sufficiency thing, and collected for nearly 15 years and got myself in a position I was actually self-sufficient away from everybody. I mean, out of where nobody could get to me, and not near hardly any population at all. And then I felt very selfish and thought, I'm only saving myself and my son. At the time I was a single father, and so it just seemed, I was making video blogs and stuff, but I needed to talk to actual real people. We're supposed to do that, have fellowship with people. So I packed up my whole survival thing and bought it and purchased a piece of land with an idea on how to survive the solar minimum, with my information of that and what's to come of that. But affordability. And so I could hardly ever afford. I'd always just made my way as a horse trader. I still do it today. Again, a U.S. Army veteran, but I don't get benefits. Less than 4 years ago, I had everything I'd ever worked for 15 plus years taken from me. So life just did it. Let's put it that way. Let's not blame any one person. That's what happened. So what's your excuse? That it happened to me and I had to start all over again. But I actually believe I have more now than I did in the 15 years because of the experience. And I've learned, and here I am. So I want to give that experience to you. And I understand in this day and age, it's hard to step out of the system if you have that instinct. Some people don't have anything. So, but it can be done like I have done. And I want to share that experience, that a lot of people don't look at the fact that they look around and there's things in their own household that they don't use. Some people don't have everything. It might not apply to everybody, guys. But if that is you, let's say you have a game system and you got a stack of video games. Well, one water filtration system like a Berkey, excuse me, not Berkey, well, that's a good system to buy, that you could sell your game system and buy something like that and never have to worry about buying water for 5-6 years. That's a pretty good trade-off. But again, I'm not asking you to trade in your game system. Maybe one game would buy a life straw. I believe they're under $20 right now. And then you could drink out of puddles, little things like that. You could start getting one foot into the other system. Self-sufficiency. That's where it's at. I have a lot of things myself personally that maybe most people in society would think I have nothing because they don't, they have big screen TVs. And I think things like, a generator are much more valuable than a big screen TV. But some people need to have one in every room and maybe even in the bathroom. Okay, I think a lot of people even have one in the bathroom now. That's not an uncommon thing. But okay, back to what I'm saying. So I personally take and have the mindset sometimes, even when I think I'm trading something, even when I sell it, because I immediately take that money and put it into that item that I wanted if I couldn't trade for that item. So you could always trade, guys. That's a possibility. I couldn't sell a bicycle that I bought for $25 that I knew that was worth a couple $100. I put it online for months and months and on end, and then I just asked people to trade me for canned foods, honestly. And I got just tons of people who I used to do that kind of stuff. See, again, I'm a one-off guy. I invent things real different. I am off-grid. And this is not, you don't have to be totally off-grid. You can get off-grid and have every amenity and live like you're just on, grid and have power, water, even flushing toilets, guys. It's not impossible. A lot of these things you can do yourself. Where I'm at, there's some, housing regulations and things like that, but there are so many people in this valley by numbers, and you have rights too, guys, but that have come out here on a small piece of land, one, even less, but one, two, because we have an in-town, out-of-town, and I'm going to share where I'm at with you because I'm so passionate that I want to share even where I'm at, that I will give you the information, the town that I'm in, and give you some information and show you ways that I believe it's affordable, hopefully before this video ends, and not be too long-winded, that this is something you can obtain because there are lots of people out here doing it already. I live in a town that actually is growing. I have to live at least 100 miles from a Walmart. If this town ever got a Walmart, I'd move. But anyways, I don't want to live myself personally in a temperate climate where it's easy to live. I've picked a place 4,500 feet in the air, high desert outback, Oregon. Christmas Valley is the valley. It's Christmas Valley, Silver Lake. It's a big open valley. There's lots out here that are 2, 3, 5, 20. I live on 40, which is two 20s, and have another 5. So if you're serious about this, I don't live on that 5. Talk to me. Maybe I can help you out. We can work out a work trade. I am serious about what I'm trying to get information from the heart and using my brain. People need help and they don't think it's possible, but here's a way, guys. This town, I'm going to show you. I'm going to get up on the internet on my other phone here I have hooked up. Sorry, I do everything from a phone. See, we all make excuses, guys. I was going to get rid of my phone when my son turned 18. He's like 20-something years old now. So, see, I even make my own excuses, but I'm not. I'm out here. I'm out of the system. I still have a foot in the system. I still participate in the system, guys, but I'm more out of the system than I am in the system. And I think a lot of people want that. So where can you go? It's so unaffordable. They run people around. It's hard for them to do out here, guys. In this area, we have, let me throw off, we have good food. The lodge, amazing. The cook out here, Dorothy, oh my goodness, loving all the food. They just put in a new bar restaurant. We had a local restaurant that was shut down, but the new one opened up. It's like a totally Western theme. It's a beautiful restaurant. We have 2 grocery stores out here. Now, nobody said it was never going to come out here, but the Dollar General opened up out here, guys. And that shows you something. They don't do research and go into an area unless there is the potential growth and there to continue. And they built the biggest one ever built. Okay, I know that's for most people. A Dollar General is nothing, but guys, we're 100 miles from Walmart. We don't have anything. Before that Dollar General, we didn't have anything commercial other than our Chevron gas station out here, which had another grocery store out here. Okay, that was kind of the local hangout. We have another a Sagewood grocery out here. We have a golf course. We have the sand dunes. We have amenities. You could just run away. You could get yourself a little tiny spot out here and sock a bunch of money if you had a little bit and go live a life instead of just trying to beat the man and keep up with the Joneses and all that. You do what you want with this. It's not directed at you. Remember, this is just a potential, but you could have a small place, self-sufficient, where it was yours. You could get to that, obtain it in years, and then step up from here and move away. Okay, but this place is a place where you can expand. I'm telling you, that Dollar General, there was a lot of haters in this town that told me that would never come, as well as all the people who came out from the last economic downturn. A lot of those people came out with some money, but there are people who come out here with next to nothing. So let's get right into where I'm going to... I'm kind of going a little fast, guys. I apologize if you can keep up here, but here's what I'm getting at. The hardest thing for people, I believe, to acquire is the land. You know, where are you going to go? So I'm sharing where I'm at, and these people do this, guys. There's ways around this. You have rights as a U.S. citizen. I have viewers, I believe, from other countries, so please look into where you're at. I don't want to get anybody in any kind of trouble. That's not what I'm saying, but you have rights as a citizen of America, and you can do this. What I'm telling you, you come out, look in this valley. There's hundreds, thousands of people doing what I'm telling you. And then there's all the ways to do it totally legit. There's houses that are affordable out here because of the location, and people want to live in a big old huge house in town on a little tiny lot. I'd rather live on a little bit smaller place on a big old huge piece of land. I'll show you one if I can. This video is going to definitely turn out a little longer than I'd hoped, but hopefully it'll be worth hanging in here if you're listening now. So I'm going to jump on my other phone here, and that I have hooked up to this phone. And I don't normally use technology like that, but I want to for this video and show you. And I'll put up some shots of these lots and stuff of what I'm talking about. Why I think yeah, now I'm talking to you. You can do this, man. We can all do this. Come out here. We'll build a community. I really don't. I mean, I know everybody in town knows me, but I have a small circle. Number one key to survival. The running out to the woods theory, guys, is good for a minute, but you can't make it too long on your own. You can make it, but to make it longevity, long time, you have to have the key to number one key to survival is community, and I know that as a U.S. Army veteran, you have to have a community. So if you want to come out and build one, hey, I said another 5-acre lot. Man, we'll work out a work trade here. But okay, here we go. I'm going to jump on this Craigslist on Ben. I suggest after this video you do it and look up these two, or look up other ones. So here's a lot this is a small lot. It says $2,000. I looked at this one. This is one. It doesn't say how big it is. It says put a tiny home on. Then there's 2 or 3 following that size. These are all 2.36 acre lots for $11,000, guys, for those lots. They must be somewhere else. See, there's more desirable places in the valley, but there is affordable places, okay? There's people who come out here live on 5-acre lots, 20-acre lots. Again, I'm on 2 20s, and I have the 5, okay? So I'm going to go, let me find another one here. Let me go to, okay, here's a no name road. Want to live out a little bit? See, I don't want to live in town up towards the town. I live about 12 miles from the local little place that I was telling you, the city. I'm in Silver Lake. That's Christmas Valley. Silver Rock Ranch is where I'm at. Okay, it says, welcome to the wide open space, high desert. Here's about 20 acres for you to make your own. $12,000, guys. 20 acres for $12,000. Now, I'm on the other end. I believe this is probably on the other end of town. And I told people, because when I was looking at lots were like about the same price. Now, I'm on the opposite end of the valley, we'll call it, okay? And lots are a little bit more expensive out here. But if you came with cash, money talks. These are the local realtors that have these lots on these. There's people who sell these lots outright. If you come out here, I'm just trying to show you lots that are affordable. It was something literally says no name road. Okay, cool. How cool is that? You want to live away from people. I like to live away from people, because then I'm 80 acres in on a dirt road. That's not easy. There are places you can go right from the highway. That's my 5-acre parcels like that. You can go right from the highway right to this property. It's right off the main highway. So, and you're far enough out of town where nobody's going to bother you. See, it's getting away from the population density, guys. Okay, I'm going to try to go find this other cabin, and I can't go in too much on it. There are spreads out here, guys, that you could buy for 100,000. This one's going to be a cabin, an off-grid cabin, completely on 20 acres, out of town. I'm going to put up pictures of it. I was going to read the whole thing. Well, maybe I will. Maybe worth my time. If you hung in there this long, I'll just make the video. Want a weekend getaway, a place to live, bug out location? Look no further. Located 20 minutes from Christmas Valley on the 20 level used acres. I'm going to interrupt. There's a lot of dunes. There's dunes out here, guys. There's places you can live and houses right behind a dune and stuff. It doesn't look like from the highways. A lot of this looks flat out here, and it's not. There's places all over here you cannot see unless you drive down their driveways, which is pretty neat out here too. So, but anyways, this is a flat lot. Okay, you can see it in the pictures. I'm going to put some pictures of it up. Property borders endless miles of the Bureau of Land Management. That's no neighbors. 10 minutes from the sand dunes. The only thing you'll ever hear or see out here is your thoughts and the stars. My goodness, guys, the stars are insane. Cabin has about 400 square feet on the main floor, 200 to the loft, and 500 to decks. The water's from a 750-gallon water tank fed from rainwater and hauled in 250-gallon water tank included. You can go into town and grab that, or from the neighbor, it says. A lot of neighbors know each other out here. Wells in the area are 140 feet deep. There's search well drilling out here. 5-6 grand is what it says to add that to this place. Powers from a Jackery battery pack will run the whole cabin. Generator plug and is also wired into the panel. It'd be a great location for a solar system. 80% of the people run solar out here. I run wind turbine. Included is one panel, battery inverter. Water is plumbed to shower, toilet, and 2 sinks with a small 12-volt pump at 45 psi. Full septic system, drain field installed. That means flushing toilets. Panel is set up for a significant expansion, wired for a well and additional circuits. Cabin is well lit inside and out with LED lighting. That means it's cheap. It doesn't take hardly anything to run the LED. Power is a quarter mile away. Mid-State Electric, probably one of the cheapest and best. I don't like any corporation and that stuff. But if you did my research where I came out here, affordable, guys, actually affordable. Is quarter mile away. Cabin is well insulated, heated, and is a gas radiant heater. They have a 100-pound, that's one of them tall ones, interchangeable tank. Supplies the instant hot water heater. You're not wasting like a water heater. It's an insta meaning it only comes on and you use it as needed, so you can just keep using it and it doesn't run out of hot water. Stove heater is stubbed for the fridge. Cabin comes with the stock with all the furniture and some supplies. Sail hull also includes the wood stove. I saw it in the picture on the back of the thing, and it's not installed, and it's serious inquiries only. So it's $99,000. I bet you if you went out there, cash, money talks and walks. So just another, that's if somebody had, I'm talking from somebody who has nothing to people who have something, who don't want to be in town anymore, and they want to come and get away from this hustle and bustle. There are ways to do it. So I gave you a few options. If anything in this video jumps out at you, if you have any interest in some of the stuff that I told you and you want to inquire with me, again, I know the local area. I did a lot of research where I came out to this valley. My idea of self-sufficiency is get to a point to where, again, you can have quality of life where your lifestyle is paid for, so you can go do things other than work on your self-sufficient space and not, and work the whole time for the man. There's other ways, guys. I've done it now for 5 years off grid and had to start over again, like I told you, but here I am. Went right back to the same location where I was at, and now I'm better, more prepared, and I would love to invite anybody that has any information of other locations to share that in the comments section. If you'd like to know about the area that I'm in, if you want to know about how to do this, self-sufficiency is the key. Again, 1 foot in the system, 1 foot out of the system. I'm going to keep 1 foot in the system, so to speak, until it breaks down. You see how that works? But my whole idea is when things break down is not to be able or not to at all participate in the system. That's how you survive. You have a community of people outside of the system, and you've built your own community, and now you have your own system. See, guys, it is possible, and it starts with selling a video game, taking something that you don't use, and just doing it one piece at a time. I gave you options here, I believe, that are affordable for many people. I even threw up an option for told you myself I'd be willing to help you, gave you, and even the town that I live in, to show you how passionate. So if that is worth anything and you hung this long in the video, please, I mean, I'm really putting myself out there, but community, I'm out here personally, know people out here and other people that are doing it, but the more that you have, the better off that you're going to be when things transition into what we obviously see coming right in front of us. It's happening all around us, all around the world. There's no running away from it anymore. Again, I believe, remember the toilet paper debacle? Have some toilet paper put away, guys. Then you never have to go down to the store and fight people for the toilet paper. It's not a hard theory. Just be prepared, not scared. All right. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of Silver's Like Gold, guys. Please like, comment, hit that like button, and subscribe. I've said it enough. Hopefully it'll catch somebody. Thanks for tuning in again. Look up.